Thanks to the Center for Investigative Reporting and the Tampa Bay Times, we now know of nearly 6,000 charities that hire corporations to get donations. For-profit corporations. Yeah, kind of defeats the purpose of a charity, doesn't it? And of those 6,000 charities, 50 of them raked in almost $1 billion to pay off their corporate solicitors instead of the hands where it was promised. Let's start with the shady Project Cure, Florida operation that's raised over $65 million over the last few decades, not a single penny of which has gone to funding any sort of cure for anything. In fact, according to IRS records, after paying off solicitors, Project Cure is actually $3 million in debt. And like many of these so-called charities, Project Cure is nothing more than a money-making scheme with a name that sounds totally legit. Which brings me to the Committee for Missing Children, a charity that took in almost $27 million over the last 10 years, yet somehow less than 1% of that money was used to find kids. So where the hell did the money go? Well, it's called the magic formula for charity money making. What these people do is hire a nice firm to do their telemarketing and PR, and then end up paying these firms 90% of the donated funds. Basically, they're all giant do-nothing organizations. It's all a facade. And on that note, here's another black hole for your well-intentioned dollars. The Cancer Fund of America. Hey, that seems innocuous enough, right? Who doesn't want to cure cancer? Well, apparently they don't. See, the so-called nonprofit is run more like a crime syndicate than a charity. They raised $98 million in donations over the last 10 years, but less than 1% of that cash made it into anything remotely charitable. I wonder how many cancer patients died waiting for treatment from a nonprofit far too concerned with profit. But you know, there's one group that really dwarfs the rest when it comes to paying out corporations instead of those it claims to be helping. And that's the Kids Wish Network. No, not to be confused with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, an organization that is fully legitimate. See, the Kids Wish Network raises $20 million a year and $128 million over the last decade, all in the name of dying children and their families. And every year, just the same, it squanders nearly every single cent to massive corporations. In fact, it's been named the all-time worst charity by the Tampa Bay Times. You can check out the whole list in the About section of this video. So what can we do to ensure that we're not contributing to these pyramid schemes? Well, if the charity can't provide a tax deduction form, then that's your first red flag. And if you further suspect the organization, contact the Federal Trade Commission or the National White Collar Crime Center. Look, there's way too many in need out there for us to be lining the pockets of those that have too much.